Hey everybody, Mudkip here, and I just want to say, Disney and Pokemon are two of my most favorite things, so why not combine them? And so that's exactly what I did in this video. And I will be showing off each Pokemon through storytelling. So let's begin. Finally, after 2 long days of sea travel and a lot of seasickness, you finally make it to your new home in the Verzowelt region. After getting off your boat, you make it over to the main capital of the region, otherwise known as Main Street. As you walk down this very crowded yet oddly peaceful town, you see a very familiar Pokemon, except it looks different. Rotom, camera form. I originally had the idea of making this form when I looked at the Lego 100, no, not Lego 100, the Disney 100 Lego set, which I do in fact have. And honestly, I'm probably going to say this a bunch of times, this is actually one of my favorite Pokemon I've designed so far. I don't know why, it just is. And, yeah, I have really not much else to say, so, yeah, here is the Pokedex entry. Rotom, camera form, a fairy and electric type. And, yeah, I'm noticing now, as I'm recording this, that it says Steam Engine Pokemon. I completely forgot to change that to Rotom's thing. So I'm sorry for that. The Steam Engine Pokemon's a different Pokemon, which you'll see later in the video. I am not good with stats, so that's kind of why there's missing stats. But anyways, on to the actual Pokedex entry. This form of Rotom is commonly used in the filming industry, with most companies using this form of Rotom to record films. But now, with new technology, the cameras Rotoms use have been given projectors, which now also allow theaters to use them to project movies. Eventually, you decide to head back towards the entrance of town to check out the train station. And once you get there, you hear train whistles, obviously, it's a train station. And looking down the track to where the whistles are coming from, it's not a train, you see. Well, not exactly a train. One of the most iconic things about Disneyland is the train station and the Disneyland Railroad that goes across the entire park. And, of course, Walt Disney loved trains. So, I have to have a train Pokemon. I mean, what would I be thinking if I didn't have a train Pokemon? I love trains as well, so it worked perfectly. So, we have this Pokemon, which I thought, we have a vehicle-like Pokemon with Varoom. So, we have the convergent evolutions, like Wiglet and Diglett, Toadstool and Toadschool. So, yeah, this is just a convergent evolution, similar to Varoom. Chugga, the steam engine Pokemon, a steel fire type. Chugga are often very energetic and have been seen following alongside the trains that are part of the region's railroad system. They are commonly used for small children rides around small gardens found across the entire region. The name comes from Chugga and steam, you know, classic Chugga, sound of trains, steam, what they make, steam, and it's a steam engine, so yeah. And then the base colors are just more of a darker, grayer version of the colors of Casey Jr., and then the shiny takes from other trains, such as the train for Big Thunder Mountain, the Disneyland Railroad, and the Main Street Electrical Parade. And then, of course, just like Varoom, this Pokemon evolves. And there wasn't too much that went into the thought for the evolution, other than the fact that it's just a bigger train with actual coal car at the end. So, yeah, I don't really have much to say. And then the shiny, which you'll see, like, right after this, same color inspiration as Chugga, and then also just the base colors are slightly brighter. So, yeah, not really much to talk about here. Chugga, still the steam engine Pokemon, and is still a fire steel type. It's already got both types, so you can't really change that. Chugga enjoy taking the role of regular steam engines, and will often be found pushing them away in train barns in order to take its place. Despite acting more quote-unquote mature, it's often found playing with other Pokemon and having a more childlike personality. Now, as you continue to explore Main Street, you see a few more Pokemon that look slightly familiar, but not quite the same. Now, just like how we have convergent evolutions, you can't forget regional forms. So, regional Driftbloom. Disneyland has a lot of balloons, so why not make one based off of Mickey? Because most of the balloons are Mickey-shaped. Verzareltian, yeah, there you go. Verzareltian Driftbloom, the joyful balloon Pokemon. This form of Driftbloom is almost nothing like the original. Verzareltian Driftbloom can be found all across the region, playing with kids of all ages. But unlike Sinonian Driftbloom, this kind brings joy to children, often helping them find friends that will last a lifetime. This form of Driftbloom is a flying fairy type, and the base colors are inspired by, well, like I said, Mickey Mouse, and then the shinies being Minnie Mouse. And then right above town is the Verzareltian form of Driftblim. This Driftblim takes a little more inspiration from Oswald and Hortensia. Some of the base colors for Driftblim come from Oswald, more specifically the bottom part being blue like Oswald's pants, and then the magenta being a mixture between Mickey's red and Oswald's blue. And then the puffs of air look similar to rabbit ears. Verzareltian Driftblim, still flying fairy, not fire fairy, and still the joyful balloon Pokemon. Driftblim are often seen. Dang it. Driftblim are often found flowing with the wind. Driftblim will sometimes give people and Pokemon short rides to different places within the region, hence why the Driftblim Express exists. I struggled saying that for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. But anyways, those are all the Pokemon that will be seen in today's video. I have a whole bunch more planned and already made that I just gotta finish the Pokedex entries with and make those videos. I've actually started editing this video a long time ago. But yeah, here I am barely posting it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed all these designs. These are some of my older Pokemon designs, so I'd say I'd gotten pretty better since when I designed these, because like I said, I designed these a while ago. So if you have any suggestions for the stats, because I'm not good at stats, then please let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it. And then, hey, you get to be a part of the Pokemon, the Disneyland-inspired region. So... But yeah, usually most fan Pokemon regions usually start with the starters, but at the time that I started this, I didn't have all the starters done. But now I do, so yeah. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you are excited for more Disneyland-inspired regions. Apple, if you are watching this, I know you aren't, and you would rather me not continue this and not make it at all, but I'm doing it anyways. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you next time. And sorry for kind of the bad editing. Next video will be a lot better, I promise.